Wrinkle Releaseer is supposed to be like an iron in a bottle. Let's try it out. Let's just douse it. Now we're gonna stretch every bit of it to try to get the wrinkles out. And now my hands are like wet and they smell pleasantly of Febreze. The collar's still pretty bad. We're less wrinkly in the sleeves. I don't like that I now have to wait like another who knows how long just because I got a little happy with the spray bottle. I like that it's basically 2 steps, spray, tug, unless you count setting it to hang, which really, I thought we would avoid having to wait for anything. On effectiveness out of 5, I'd say this is maybe a 3, maybe a 2. I love this method. It's the method where you just take some books and you sit them on the shirt and you leave it. The downside is, unless you've got a lot of books and a lot of room, you kind of have to pick a part of the shirt that you want flattened. But a lot of the time, I only need to smooth out like the collar or a sleeve. So let's do that. You gotta kind of want to get as much weight as you can on top of this. And you leave it. I don't know how long, but you know, I can get back to playing games on my phone. This is a classic lazy method. While you're taking a shower, hang the shirt up as close as you can to all the steam. You want the steam as direct as possible. Now, if you're not showering while you're doing this is incredibly wasteful. Let's leave this 5-10 minutes, see how it does. Yeah, I don't really think this did anything. I don't think I could have gotten it steamy enough to do anything while still surviving a shower inside. I have to rate this a 0. A 1? What's the lowest out of 5? I have to rate whatever the lowest is I'm allowed to rate it. The dryer method requires a damp towel or some ice cubes. Some people just dampen the shirt. The point is to get a little water in there to help steam as you throw it in the dryer. Towel. Shirt. This one works especially well if you get high first. It's like your clothes are fighting. All right, it's warm, it's cozy. Even if it doesn't get smoother, that's already a win. This took maybe 10 minutes, and I think it did an okay job. I didn't have to have any special equipment, but I did have to walk all the way down to the dryer. If you've got to pay to dry your clothes, that's not great to do it for just one shirt. I would rate the effectiveness at maybe a 3. 3.1, because my shirt's warm. Let's see how the book method did. Put as much weight on it as I could. Tried to really flatten it out. And nothing. It took so long to do this, even if I could go do other things, that if I had to repeat it on every part of the shirt, that would take forever. And most of the time, I don't realize that I need to de-wrinkle my shirt until it's like 15 minutes before I need to leave. So I rate this like maybe a 1. I feel like it maybe did a little bit of smoothing, but maybe I'm just lowering my standards. We're gonna try what we probably should have tried in the first place, which is ironing. After all the other things we've done to this shirt, ironing doesn't sound like so much work. If you don't have an ironing board, you know, you can just use a towel on top of a table. So while editing and my performance is making this look quick and easy, this takes, God, maybe 10 minutes. Why bother ironing this part if I'm gonna tuck the shirt in? Despite having to get stuff out, despite having to like pay attention to things and do a little housework, I would rate this a 4. And it's not perfectly unwrinkled. There's no 5-star way for me to get the wrinkles out of this shirt. I could pay someone else to, and just maybe take it to the dry cleaner and have them clean and press it. You know, then I'd have to work to earn the money. And that's not the lazy way. It turns out the best way to press a shirt, even for a lazy person, was to, you know, press it with an iron like you're supposed to do. I look so unwrinkled, I could even go to work. That's the shit. Laziness is just a dirty word for efficiency. Subscribe to Lifehacker, and then YouTube will recommend all those videos right in your feed. Now I'm going back to work.